Hello and welcome back. I'm Joe, and this is Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. Still, last time, if you paid a little bit of attention in the top right corner, right at the end of the video, my happiness dipped below 50%, and that was terrible. I will tell you how I fixed that and all the things we had to do. There was another thing that almost killed me. Also, we'll tell you what I did there. And then we can concentrate on what we actually want to do today, because we finally are doing okay again. I thought we were good earlier, but we really weren't. So we recovered, and now we have to continue. The city needs a distribution hub for all the goods that citizens need. Plus, I would like to get my people happy again. And, well, they also have to go work. So there is a lot of stuff to do here, and I hope we'll get to it soon. I am not gonna lie, I like this view. That city is not even half done yet, and we haven't really built on it, but this is pretty awesome. Well, let's start with the boats. How are the boats doing? Well, money is okay. Here's one of the things that almost killed me. I had way too many loans out. Way too many. I probably could consolidate a couple of these, but the biggest problem I had was most of the loans were the short, half-year duration loans. And eventually the amount due tomorrow became unbearable because I could not pay back anything. I thought buying a big ship and using that to export stuff would be the solution. And I'll show you what ship that was. It was the biggest ore carrier in the vanilla game. It is this one, the Lubenow. 8,000 tons of aggregate. Cost almost 10 million. When I looked at this, it cost about 10 million, or 9 million, or 9.5. And man, I tried it, and taking out this loan completely killed me. It was awful. It was stupid. I couldn't do it. So I had to do something else. There are mods. These are all in the mod collection. There are these barges. The barges are actually awesome because this one is about the size of a aggregate storage. Just that, nothing else. And that is perfect because that actually gets me the things. Well, I don't have to make bigger storages to make this work. Plus, it's small enough where I have a good enough frequency to have the ships actually go in and out. Currently, we don't see ships parking here, but none of these are full. There is at least one more train heading their way. Right now, I don't know where it is. One just left, looks like, but there should be another one heading their way. Here we go. And you're bringing in raw bauxite, not even the fancy bauxite. There's another one, I'm assuming it's this one, you're gonna get bauxite. Perfect. So there's continuous, actually this is a line that I set up a while ago, but there is continuous progress on filling up these two storages. I think it wouldn't be terrible to have at least 2 storages set up here and then have an engine connect them, but honestly, the way it is fine with the ships that I have, plus the production that I'm having. Yep, there's a ship coming in. Was that the one we just looked at? It may be. I honestly don't know. But this is going really well. Let's look at the production. I would like to look at production last month, about 2 years ago. So let's see here. I want that one, 1, 2, 83, 1, 2. Production was about 900 million. If you look at the raw bauxite and bauxite, not a lot, okay? 2,700 and roughly half. It's a little less than half, but roughly half. Not good. This is, I think this is the ratio of if you produce this much bauxite, this is how much raw bauxite you need. So it's just a 1-to-1 translation, which is not good. That makes me about 500,000. Okay, now we know that. What do we expect this year to do? Well, if we go to today, come on. The buttons are not doing what I want them to do. Let's do this. Last month, if we look at the same production, we are now bauxite more than doubled, and regular bauxite also doubled. I've seen this as high as 3,000. I've been seeing some problems with workers not getting to the places where I want them to get. So yeah, that is happening. But you remember before it was about 500,000, now it's 1 million in exports, pretty much exactly 1 million. And that is very helpful because this number is a lot healthier. And with the amount of ships I have 3 ships exporting bauxite and only 2 ships exporting raw bauxite. It's actually pretty good. Raw bauxite, 200,000 per ship. I get about double that for processed bauxite, so we're making pretty good money with this. And generally, looks like this will be the last bauxite train. I would like to see one of the other ships coming in. I just added, that is bauxite, and that is also bauxite. I just added not too long ago a third ship for the processed bauxite, and it's going okay, but I may have to take that out again. 2 ships seem to be a pretty good state. Something that I didn't do, I only have one dedicated train, that's this one, that picks up from the bauxite and drops off right here and waits until unloaded. So there's not a huge buffer, which this is where it would be nice to have multiple aggregate storages hooked up here so I can have more, potentially more trains moving more frequently. But you may care that I can actually not produce any faster. This is not really increasing. It's not decreasing by the production that we're having, but it's not really increasing very far because we are most of the time sitting at about 20 workers to pump out the bauxite. So there's not a lot of real raw bauxite coming in, which is the reason why I only have 2 ships exporting raw bauxite, not more. And for the actual bauxite, I actually have 3 ships exporting it because this one is more of a constant increase and this one's more a trickle. But it's working. I did add a couple extra buses, but honestly, I am considering adding some car parking spots here. I know they're not great, but it's just maybe something that I need. But yeah, there we go. Also, my production is not where I want it to be, which is something that I would like to address in the middle of the episode. But right now we have people not having an average productivity of 100%, 71 actually. That is not great. If we look at the city itself, our average productivity is only 67%. That is not good enough. Our education is recovering. We have only 500 people left that are uneducated, and that's nice, but by no means is that wonderful. This is one of my first attempts to get people happy because one of the main complaints is sport. Over 100 people don't have sport, so that is something we can address. Another problem we're having is too many crimes are being committed there. I was considering putting another, there. I did put a police station here. Obviously, nobody is working there. Are you even in range of anyone? You are in range of nothing besides a couple of the buildings. That's enough. Without drinking water. The drinking water we should be able to get from a couple other places. So let's do this. Oh, I don't want a mod. I want this one. Yes, beautiful. Give me cars and we will just see how this works, if they can keep up with it. Otherwise, I just have to build another big station. But yeah, not taking care of all the crime in your city is problematic because things just, well, people get mad at you. And that's why my happiness is pretty low. But we should be able to recover eventually. This could be related to the 40% unhappiness that you saw earlier, which was simply related to I didn't have food here. I had food locked up in the train distribution office because I sent a train home that had 6 wagons loaded with food to export because it looked like it was one of these. Was full of food. I sent it home from here because we were completely overloaded and that was a problem. So now we're here. I think it's doing better. And I hope this will just continue and we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I also added coal exports. Honestly, they don't make that much money, but it's better to export coal than to not export coal. And then I added this one because this is a problem. Every once in a while, I get only one wagon coming out with something, and that's just not good enough. This guy I now have specialized to transport meat and chemicals and alcohol and electronics and bring that to both of the cities that I have right now to keep them full. It looks like 10 tons of chemicals may not be doing the trick. What are you doing? Load? Unload. You didn't load. You didn't load chemicals. Yeah. I don't know what to do with that. I'm assuming it had something to do with the on the fly. The distribution office decided that it no longer needed chemicals, but it was still going that way, so yeah, that's fine. Anyways, that's all great. Another thing that I should tell you is I'm trying to record and render in 1440p now. I see my screen over here flicker a little bit, but it's like, it's not the recording, it is the OBS software itself, so I don't know what that really means and if that's fine or not, but it's a try. Someone requested it, and I didn't think I have the means for it, but apparently the software I'm using supports it. I don't know if the hardware really supports it, so we'll just see. Let me know what you think. Would love to hear if we should continue this or not. Anyways, what should we do? I think one of the things we should just do is start to turn all of this into asphalt road, and while we're at it, just asphalt with streetlights, because they're better. And currently the construction offices are really not doing anything else useful, so may as well get them busy. Yes, they're out there building a little bit of the metro yard, but it's really not high priority. So get all of this turned into asphalt, please, wherever you think can walk. You can't upgrade the road that we have here, the tram roads. That's actually really nice because I don't have to worry about getting something upgraded that it didn't mean to. But everything else we definitely want to upgrade, and it should be nice down the road. Cool, cool, cool. There's one more thing over there. I suppose this is more a village, we can leave that as is. And then because it's me, this highway, I would actually like it to be asphalted. Yeah, it's going to take a long time, but they don't have that much else to do, so may as well get them busy with this stuff. Sure, most of this sounds good. You, and you, and you, and you, and you. Cool. Now we got everything. There's no fire coverage over here, but there's no fire coverage over here regardless, so that shouldn't be a showstopper. What's going on here? You have buses and such. I'm looking for a place where I can get more asphalt pavers out, but I don't know that exists. Right here. Perfect. Pavers, yes. 1, 2, 3. And give me a couple more rollers. Ooh, we got this one. Has a lot bigger speed, and I can change its color to effectively the same. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. So they can get started on doing their thing, and then life should be excellent. That one's already starting on things. Great. That's really all there is to it. Okay. Let's plan our next coup. Our next coup is, where do we put the food distribution office? I don't think this is a terrible spot for it. I really don't. I don't know that's the right spot. It could be really good prime real estate for more city, but honestly, the city as it is right now is already big enough. If I can put some buildings in this vicinity, I will probably be more than happy with the outcome of it, so that should be fine. Oh, I would also like to take care of water and heat, because we are kind of producing heat now, but we're not really taking care of it. So those are all things that I would like to tackle in the near future. Let's see, can I assign everyone that needs to be assigned to all the things that need to be assigned here? I think so. Yeah, we're going to leave that road alone for right now. Eventually that may turn into asphalt road too, but not right now. Cool. So where should we put it? Should I concentrate on something else for just a moment? We're at 60% happiness. Okay. Why is it so low? Let's look at this guy. You have water producing. Good. You have water in the tower. Good. We now have another sporting hall here, but look at this productivity. It's awful. Nobody is happy here. I think before it can go build another thing that's not going to get built for a while, because we are currently doing the asphalt stuff, I should probably concentrate on this. So let's take a drink of water and figure out what the problem is. I have a pretty good idea that I already know what the problem is. Oh, I built a little basketball court here. That's a mod. But it fit, and I like it. And it has 3 staff. That's important. Yeah, the problem is this, I'm pretty sure. Every once in a while we get people in there that don't get what they want. So what we're gonna do is just pick these people at random and follow them for a day and see what they don't get. 60% is actually pretty low, so I do have to make sure that this is not hitting us any worse. But past day's demand, unsatisfied. Drink alcohol. Okay, current demands amounts. Culture wasn't satisfied all the way. That is not good. That means this person was waiting at the store for too long to get what it wanted, or it had to go to 2 stores to get what it wanted. Neither of which is good. This guy got everything it wanted. This guy wants praying, or wanted praying, but didn't go. Sometimes they go drink alcohol instead of that. So that's okay, I guess. Now this guy is this lady is about to go shopping. Okay, so it gets food right away. Forgive me. Food right away, and then where do you go? You go culture? You go sport. Sport instead of praying. I'm fine with that. Okay, so why are you here? Oh, yes. The indoor pool is also overloaded, so she can't even fulfill her replacement demand. And there you go. We're at 70% fulfilled. That is not good enough. How are we doing over here? Culture. Okay, culture could also be the sporting hall. Drink alcohol. This person got everything it wanted. This one is currently trying to get food. Way overloaded. Yes, way overloaded. I did that at this one a long time ago. Not long time ago, but I think in the last year to try something. It's not working just because this overflow it's not optimized. It's not optimized enough in the game, but it's okay. It's my fault. It's my fault that we are in this situation. I know exactly how to fix it, but the way we're currently working, we're just not going to fix it. Okay, so what did I just find out? That the stores that I have are generally overflowing or empty. This one is currently empty, but it's filling up, and we're going to have shoppers in front of the store any minute now. And then it also depends on who do we have working there, if they're really happy, if the average productivity is high or low, and it's generally lower. Once we have lower productivity people, that feeds down into everything else that's going on. That is how many workers, how many people in the store that can serve, but also how many people in the cinema that can serve, how many people in the indoor pool that can serve, and so on. It's just in waves. I mean, if you look at this, it's not a constant overflow. This indoor pool is completely empty right now. Why is that? Because a lot of people stand in front of the shopping center, which is not good. Here's the same problem. A lot of people stand in front of the shopping center, and everyone that stands in front of something doesn't get served. That is bad. That is not what we want. So I believe to fix most or all of our problems, I simply have to build one bigger shopping center. Where? And I'm talking about one of these. I know that at normal use, at like 70% productivity, a normal shopping center should be able to satisfy 7,500 people. We are currently looking at, in this city, 12,000. 12,000, this one could satisfy if everyone was 100% happy. But once that happiness dips, you're not going to have a chance. So we got to fix that. Where do I put another shopping center? Where is the best place for it? That's the $1 million question, isn't it? If we look, we have some concentrated population right there, but also a good amount of population right here. Interesting. I guess where I put this wouldn't have been a bad place. It pains me to say, how are these guys doing? You are not as bad as I expected. You probably get kind of what you want, but I don't know from where, because, well, they probably go here because that's where we have passengers waiting. What is your range from here? 391 meters. Oh, that is painful. 370 meters, 300, 219 meters. I'm looking for a space that's within 400 meters walking distance where people could actually get their demands met. And I really feel where I just placed this one is the best place to build another shopping center. It's not in the center of everything that I would want, but it surely is in a pretty good location. And I'm hoping that it will get this like in the footpath of what we just had. Otherwise, I'd probably put an underground walking path in there too, just to make people happy enough. So residential area, shopping center, flip this. Do I need to flip you around? Honestly, the footpaths are the ones that are important. So as long as those are close to the source that we want, we should be fine. Why am I doing it this weird? Because I would actually like to use the factory connection that's on here, but I'm not sure if I'm going to have the luxury to do that. We could, I guess I could set it up this way. Sorry, building right there. I guess we could put it a little closer to these buildings, and then it's I don't know, then it wasn't worth destroying the other building I just did, but this feels like the right place for it. Do people want a shopping center right in front of their house? No, they do not, but this is what the people need, and I know what the people need best, therefore that's where it's gonna go. So having that there makes me regret, obviously, to have removed the indoor pool from where it was. So we're just gonna put it right back exactly where it was before and let the construction office do its magic. And then this one, yeah, we're gonna dedicate. This one is gonna get a full factory connection. Cargo road station. I want this one or this one, this one or this one. This one's a little smaller. Yes, because it's a little smaller. Do I need it that long? Sure. Put that one there, and then in here you go. And now we have vehicles that will be able to just deliver stuff to there. We can also connect the back of this to something a little more legit. There you go. And gravel roads really don't take very long to build, so this should be a pretty easy and quick undertaking. At least I hope it will be. There is one footpath here that we should definitely put in. Right there. And then may as well do one here and let all of this play out its course. Let's see, making sure that I'm assigning the right construction office. That looks good. So once we have this larger shopping center, that's what it's called, we should be in a pretty good spot. Looking at this now, it looks a little bit not symmetrical, not that it was really symmetrical before, but if I can help it, I will make it symmetrical because it's fun. Get you there, and then I will add another footpath connection later on. Otherwise, it's just gonna cut down everything too much. That looks fine, I think. We're fine on water. We're barely using what we're producing, even with the food factories that we have. Yes, I'm aware that this is not a through station, so they can't drive through here, but they can at least access it from both sides. That also makes me think I need at least the trucks that I will need to make that happen. So food, clothing, let's see, it covered all. Food, clothing. I'd like electronics to be a little smaller. Electronics, 3.8 tons. Sure, and refrigerator, yes, that can be at least one big one. And I'm missing one. What am I missing? Food, clothing, electronics. Nope, just 4. So those 4 trucks will already be there when I want this, and I can always assign this distribution office, which is running overtime lately. Let's give you 2 more trucks. Running overtime to actually deliver to all the other stores. Once this shopping center is done, I most likely will remove this shopping center or replace it by something else. I don't know what yet, but this should get us into a better state as we are right now. And I'm excited for that because productivity is very important if you want to make money, and I am actually very interested in making money. Not money, actually product. Making product is really what I'm interested in. Making money is secondary. Making product, very important. So we'll see how that goes. I'm excited. Very good. Oh, I did add another parking lot over here because we had slow brownouts where we didn't have enough people working in the power plant. this helps. I also added a couple extra buses for this this line, and that works too. So yeah, they're all producing most of the time, all the time. Speaking of which, now there are only 13 people here. I would expect to see a couple extra ones. Where's the next bus? Oh, the buses are blocked here because a lot of traffic. Yes, let's see here. What can we do? You already have that set up. This is not a real node, and you have nothing set up. Let's make this happen. I've been doing this in several different places. I do think it helps a little bit, but as you can see, maybe you can't see. Some of them look like they slow down when they hop in here. Some of them don't. But they look like they're doing okay now. Yeah. All right. So just assign more stuff as we move along. Very important. That looks fine. So we'll see once this is done what we can do to happiness at the end of the episode. How about that? Sounds great. Let's assign the guys up here to whatever they want to do. As you can see, there's a lot of production already happening, which is exactly what I want to see. Interesting. It just takes a while, but it's nothing where I feel like we can't handle it. There is part of me that says, well, we have now 1,400 people without work, which is really, really low if you think about it. 1,400 people without work. We could put them to work here, but I still can't really, well, I can't afford. I can afford the thing that I need now. So actually, let's turn that on. It just needs to be one train that carries about 500 people at a time. So I can actually fill up that whole area. So give me a train set. 330, not enough. Here's a bullet train. It's not going to help. Here's an electric one, 880 passengers. No. 325, no. Maybe it just has to be 2 trains that moves 500 people. 500 is not going to work. So if we do, because this number, I don't think it's going to get bigger for the time being. So, train set. Should I do 3 of these? 3 of these is 900 people. That is totally worth it. Yeah, 1. Does not fit into the near. I'm not going to do that because that'd be silly. Nobody needs this thing. So yeah, we're just gonna do the old school with finding the right attachers. Now, I don't believe that I have a where are you? Diesel locomotive that has a speed that will work here. 100 kilometers, 100 kilometers. Really? I thought I had at least one that's 115, but maybe they're not available currently. So, oh wow, I can't even, where's my, what year are we in? 1985. Can I really not even buy this one, the BR, this train? This one goes 120. I kind of want that. Not that, not that, not that. I don't know. Apparently, I can no longer buy that one, at least for a little while, until later. Yep, it's not part of my selection anymore. Oh, too bad. So 100, 95, 97, 95, 100, 95. No. That means I'm just going to get these because 120 is a lot better than not 120. So let's get 2 of these delivered here. And then I will use them to actually pick up the passenger wagons from here. Passenger, no, not cabins, passenger wagon. Yep, give me the biggest one we have in vanilla, because these get OP. These get OP really, really fast for the workshop ones. So 125, 155, 115, 115, 110. So 155, not the price, but just the capacity. Because there are, where are they? These are electric ones. I guess I don't, oh, there's a Bombardier. Well, you're actually not as bad as I thought you would be. They do look interesting, but no, we're just going to stay with this one. Let's do 300 plus, what was the other range? 100, 120 people, 100 people. So 300, 100, so 1, 2, 1, 2. That's also what we can fit in the passenger station down by the creek. Not by the creek, but by the city. So go there. Actually, you can't even do what I want you to do. Get another locomotive, because apparently we need it. Sure, give me a beefy one, because we can put it somewhere later on that's useful. And then we are half out of money. I will not buy the blueprints of what I want here until we can actually send some people up there. 5.5 million. Ouch. But it is what it is. Yeah, this one is one of my favorites with this one, but apparently, yeah, 1985 just got canceled. How unfortunate, but yeah, we will get everything back in 1997 or something like that. So it's not going to be a very long time where we're without all the things that we care about. We'll be fine, is what I'm saying. That's done. That's done. See, this is moving pretty quick, if you ask me. Okay, should we get started on this? We have a few excavators sitting that I cannot refuel anymore. That's perfect. How are we doing here? Bauxite? Are you picking up bauxite? Yes, you are. Perfect. That's exactly what I want to see. Now, is the station right there, or is the station somewhere else? I don't know. Gotta stay on top of stuff. Can't just hope things happen. You actually have to make them happen. That's what we're doing. Okay. Do I have a better place for it? We could make a small distribution hub right here. It's already closer to everything that we need. What do we really need to deliver to? We need to deliver, well, sorry, what do we need to pick up? We need to be able to pick up food, clothing, electronics, meat, and booze. Booze is important. Well, I do have a couple pubs in there, so this little triangle is actually not a terrible spot for it. It would free up this, but more importantly, it doesn't create another junction over here that would just be annoying for all the trains effectively, because this, if I can, I would like to keep very fluent. Not sure if that's going to work. Looks like my rail construction office is not building all the things that I wanted to build, but it's pretty close. So that one, and then this is all done, can be signaled up. There's a tunnel that needs to get built, and yeah, this tunnel can only get built from one side because I have already signals there that are saying, hey, you can't go there. So that looks fine. Up here, I'm kind of just leaving it alone because why not? Okay, now this, babysitting time. I need to tell this to go there about 6 times. Sadly, once I get to the depot, I can't tell them to do something else. So I just have to wait for it to come back and then send it out again. There's a new track layer. I think it's faster at something. Not all the things, but at some things. And it's just worth calling out every once in a while. Now, back to what I was saying. I don't hate this setup because we could put distribution offices on this side. They can start picking up everything from here, and then we are golden. I'm going to do that. Because the other option I already started building way more than was necessary, and now I'm paying the price for it. So there you go. That happens when you don't plan ahead far enough. Cool. Let's see. Give me a piece of track that is kind of straight next to the fields. It's actually kind of pretty. I'm just gonna pull you out as far as I can, but then I also want you to be straight. So let's try that again. Very good. Electric rail? No. We're not doing anything electric here. There we go. We have some connection now. We know what's going to happen. This one just has to turn around, which is exactly what this will do. And now we can dedicate all the things that we want out of this. Cargo train station. Should we do a cargo train station instead of a dedicated one? No. Why? It probably won't make a huge difference. Here's the thing. If I put a cargo train station there, I could send a distribution office to deliver all the materials that I want at once in one train. But food is going to be in the food hub, and clothing is going to be in the clothing. Like, if I ever make clothing, and electronics are going to be in the electronics hub. Also, electronics is such a small volume that I shouldn't have to worry about that. So this is not necessarily a good thing. What I do know is that for this city, I want at least one full warehouse just for food. Maybe even 2. Maybe even 2. That may be overkill, but I think I like it. So if I put you here, and I'm going to put the road connections on the side that you're seeing. If I put you here, then that will be... Can I actually use... Yeah, I can actually use this. Food will be up there. Clothing, electronics, and booze. That can probably go in one. It can probably totally go in one. Then I need meat, very clearly. And meat, I don't have a vanilla version that has a rail connection to it. I don't know if I have any usable meat locker that has a good rail connection with it. Let's... Yes, a humongous warehouse would take care of this very quickly, but that's not really what I'm going for. So we could use this probably, if I wanted to. What's your storage? How much do you store? 1,000 tons of meat? No, it feels wrong. That just feels very wrong. 350 tons is too much. 75, no. These are all too big for what I want. Oh, this is nice. It has the fence connection on the outside. That's pretty cool. I think these are all too big for what I want, so we may just have to stick with the vanilla one and maybe get 2 of them. So the vanilla one does not have a rail connection. We just talked about that, and that's probably pretty clear. Which now makes me think maybe I should flip everything around. I'm probably going to do that. Maybe I will flip everything around and still use a cargo station because it should make connecting stuff easier, and I am not required to well, go crazy about it. What am I talking about? You'll see. So we'll take these 2 out. We'll connect them now from this side and flip you. Double reverse. That is not good enough. I want this semi-pretty. Do that flip. I actually was hoping to be able to still get a rail connection in here. How does this... It doesn't feel completely horrid, so we're going to do that. Let's take this back just a notch. Actually, let's take it back to the node, and then make a... I should have used the other bulldozer. Make a neat, not too sharp turn. That's what I want. Now you two can get a very simple distract there. That's fine. And now we just align these. I will be a little happier. Just align them a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfect, but make it semi-straight. Flip it. There you go. For some reason, the rail does not point the same way, but if there's just a little kink in there, I think we're still fine with that. So now they are happy. We still need a cargo station that can actually connect to these things, which that one is actually really good. So we're going to use that. Perfect. So now we have food in one of these, and we're going to have clothing, electronics, and alcohol in the other one. Maybe I allow... No, food is going to be just for food because we need that the most, and that's the most demanded resource, which is fine. So that's taken care of. Now we need meat. And my meat locker, we're just going to go full vanilla. We can put that here. Do I just connect 2 meat lockers and then we are good to go? 150 tons of meat. Feels like a lot, but it's not that much of a stretch, honestly. Huh. Can't really do that because the connection I want here would require me to not have a good road connection. That would not be very conducive to any of this, so maybe it's just this. And there's a cargo station there. Now, what am I missing? I have everything that I want. Probably. I could put another warehouse here. I don't think that is necessary. So yeah, let's just connect the last cargo station here. That's good. Then get these rails, hopefully, tastefully connected. I think it will be more tasteful if we use the outside rail first and get everything else connected to it. That looks fine. This looks much better. And then this, as usual, you don't need double tracking on any of this. There has been someone that always has commented a lot on my videos. You don't need to double track. Why don't you just do single track? That is true. That's totally accurate. You don't have to double track anything. But going single track first and double track later is such a pain, and it's so slow, and I don't want to spend time on that again. I've done it before. Did not appreciate it. We are where we are now, and life is a lot better where we are. So yeah, no, I'm not going back to that. I did not babysit this guy. Get out of here, do the thing again. And then we can start making some money. As you can see, we currently aren't even getting cash in. That's not very helpful because we're spending money on vehicles and such, but that's all right. So we have this pretty much done. I'm actually happy with that. So let's just tell the rail guys, yep, this is good to go. I'm not even gonna signal it up or anything. I will just tell them, hey, you're good to go. And even with just two small rail builder or rail cranes, these have done a really, really good job. I would think that these signals are probably in the way right now. So let's do something like this, something like, actually, just a double block signal will probably do everything we need. Why? Because I'm not sure that the cranes will always just go back to the next thing. Maybe they need a little bit of extra space to turn around. That's all I'm doing here. Otherwise, they should be totally fine. Cool. So this is exactly what it needs to be. That's excellent. Give me a piece of road that just connects this to everything that we want. Then give me a piece of asphalt road that does the same thing over here. I would actually... Do I hate this? This. What am I doing here? I'm trying to find a place where there will be a signal right in front of here. There will be a signal right there. And then there will be a chain signal here. I'm finding a place where, well, actually, this probably just should be a chain signal right here. Then I have this whole block for myself, and I don't have to worry about it, and that may be the better choice anyways. Let's give me a piece of road, and then I would like to get across this. Like so. Perfect. Why do I care about that? Oh, that's ugly. Why do I care about that? Because now I am relatively certain that a train will park here until this junction is open. So it's not going to block the road. Same thing over here. This is going to be a junction. There's not going to be a train in here because it's just going to be two chain signals, a very small block, so I'm not going to signal it up until the next signal is really here to get out. So this is just going to be a really long single orange block. But there should almost never be a train in there, which is exactly what I'm looking for. Really? Don't like that you have to do this, but every once in a while you have to be a little finicky, little creative. Let's go with that word. Creative with your road connections for those guys. That looks fine. That looks fine. I would actually like you to just become part of this. Just get in there. 90 degrees is actually nice. There is the meat locker, connect all that. And this looks fine. That kink is not my favorite, but it looks fine. So we'll do its job. I don't have any power yet anywhere in this city, so I'm not terribly concerned about how that's gonna go. So that looks fine. Let's get these. We still need the actual distribution set up, so don't worry. That's coming, and I'm planning on putting it here. We also need fuel and such, as you may know. How's this going? You need 1,000 more days. You have one crane. Wow, this big building has one crane set up. That's perfect. But hey, it's a start. I guess I can take the time now to actually make these guys do something. So the first one, you will go here. You will wait and get food. All the time, bring it here. Wait until unloaded. Done. Yes, it doesn't have anywhere to put that food yet, but at least it's there and ready to go, so that will make us happy. You can go here, wait until loaded. Clothing, you will also go here and wait there for a while. Wait until unloaded. I am actually tempted to just set the distribution office to drop off directly at the store, not at the cargo station, because the cargo station will be full by all of these things, these vehicles. You wait until loaded, you get electronics, you also drop them off here, wait until unloaded, done. Yeah, I kind of like this. I do like the supplemental distribution office to your lines, because then you actually, it feels like you're more secure in that setup than in the other setup. So now I have 4 cars, 4 trucks parked here. They can pick if they want to go left or right. That's perfect. This looks like it's almost done. 300 days is really nothing. So yeah, people are going to come bother all the people there in just a second. Let's check here that we don't have anyone with leftover cargo. Looks good, looks good, looks good. Yeah, traffic-wise, this city is actually pretty nice because it's pretty busy, but it's not, it's still functional. It's busy and functional. I am quite happy with that. Do we have a footpath connection there? Yes, we do. I do have a connection to both the stations. That is important. My hope is that I don't have to move the stores. There we go, it's done. My hope is that we don't have to move the stores. Let's set this up somewhat reasonable. 25, make this a full truckload, and this does not have to be a truckload. Set up this so that I don't have to remove the stores, because I'm hoping with this store right here, we're not gonna see a people waiting in line. That's what I'm hoping. As long as the lines are gone, there's still a line there. Yeah, there are people still waiting here. I'm gonna give that a minute, and if I continue to see this, that's the first play. Yep, no, sorry. I'm already done with this. You can go. You're no longer needed. You're not serving the purpose that I brought you in for. So go away and let the big boys do their job. And we'll see how that works. I am anticipating that both of these together will increase our happiness a lot, because I hope that we have a lot... Okay, I do think the game stops sending people here when you have nobody working there, so I'm going to turn just the people off for a moment and see how that works. I want 0 people waiting in front of the shop. There's still people coming in that were already on the way here. I'm just waiting for them to actually disappear, and then the 2 big shopping centers should be sufficient, I hope. 60, 50, yeah, we're not really gaining any more people. That's exactly what I want to see. There's also technically still 10 people working here. Hey, you got fired, get out of here. And 3, 2, 1, yeah. I think we're good, and now these 2, I hope, will do exactly as they're told. And that will be great. You, go. There are 2 more wagons to get. Please and thank you. Great, 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 great. Now where do these go? These go to one of these 2 passenger stations, and then they're supposed to go to these places, which is also potentially related to the overload on the at the shopping centers, because they always come in bigger groups. But that just happens. All right. How are we doing over here? We're doing fine. We haven't done anything complicated yet. How are we doing over here? You are raw bauxite. You are bauxite. This is what I want to see. I just want to see one of each. Otherwise, you would have to set up a aggregate harbor for every single type, every single resource type. I don't want to do that. I much prefer this way. Just feels more natural. That's not why, but it feels easier to me. So that's why I want to do it. Okay, we got a little bit of extra stuff that we can construct already. That is wonderful. This just takes a while. This just takes a while. That's all that is. There's a little more to do there. Very nice. How are we doing on asphalt? We have workers. We have bitumen. We have gravel. Yep, we have everything we need. So everyone should be relatively happy. Let's set up a real distribution office thingamajig. I would like to use these roads as my markers. But I would also like to have the setup right here. Now, I thought about this a little bit and then I forgot about it, and I just remembered again that I thought about this a little bit already. I think one large distribution office for food is a must. Everything else can probably be handled by a small distribution office. So we'll see how this looks. If I put you there, I barely ever use the small distribution offices, but my hope is that we can actually line this up. Put one there, flip this around, rotate. My hope is that we can line this up so that they can actually all fit here. Like that they look like a straight line. Obviously, that's not the case. Let's see, can we do that better? Now, if I do it with this, if I do it with the grid lines on, they will just be off differently. So let's try this again. Small office, grid off, turn that off. That should help. And then there. Not even close. Okay. One more try, do it for real, maybe with a little more pizzazz, and then we're good. The problem is that I'm looking at the green dots. The green dots are not where this distribution office is. What is it? Area is. That felt really good, but this time I lined up the roads. So let's try to do that again. Building is too close to something. That's fine. There. A little far back. I count it. I will totally count that. Give me a road, asphalt road, perfect. Go, yes. Right there is fine. Then make a little curve and a little bit of this, I think. Okay, let's do it this way. If I put you there and then put a triangle junction right here, and then remove this piece of nonsense, and then remove this piece of nonsense, and then make this a little bit of a turn. It's not great. It's fine. I'm not too worried about it. Get that built. That should be nice. And then we can still use all of this for normal distribution. What do we not have? We do not have fuel being delivered into the city anywhere. Should we have that? Yeah, sure, why not? Where would we put it? Now that's a question. I'm thinking somewhere in this general vicinity. How much fuel does the city really need? Well, once it's running, honestly, not that much. It's just starting to get a little far away from these guys. Yes, I know I didn't overload these, and well, I'm using them, but they're not really overloaded. But having something a little closer is not going to be a bad thing. It looks like here is actually a natural point for a fuel loading unloading station, so let's do that. Sure. That's fine. Can I get a piece of rail out of here? Yes, I can. Very good. Little connection, kind of get in there. I like it. And then you should just be able to give me exactly what I need. That feels fine. And now we can deliver fuel there, and that is perfect. Hey, 64%. We're already higher than we were earlier. It's doing something. Why am I down to 380,000 monies? Did someone spend a lot of electronics? I hope not. I think you have one more trip to do. Unless I bought 6 of everything. How many vehicles have I parked here? One more. Okay. So when that shows up, we should be good to go. How's this going? This is fine. Now we just need a fuel distribution. And for fuel distribution, I think I feel that this road is not connected the way that I want it to be. Okay. No, don't fret. Do not fret. This should be just fine. Let's do this first. Take that out. Then connect this. Semi-straight. Very good. Then connect this. Very straight. And then connect this. That's fine. Why? Because I will need the other side to actually connect to something, because now we have the loading unloading station right here. I need somewhere to actually store the fuel. So let's put that in some location. Liquid, storages. Yes, we're going to go full vanilla on this one. I'm pretty sure I don't need a pump to get it out. Pretty sure I don't need a pump. Nope, doesn't have a pump. So we don't need a pump to get it out, which is great. So I can put you here and you'll just become part, well, that will be wasted real estate, let's be honest. This feels like a much more natural spot. Now I would like this to do its thing, but you are not the road that I would put here. It's just a gravel road. Much better. Same thing here. That's just a gravel road, connect to something. Very nice. Now there's a pipe that's connected there, and now we just need a fuel distribution office to actually pick up stuff from somewhere. We could use this, but I could also put a fuel distribution office right in here that picks up right from across the street. That feels a lot nicer, so that's what we're gonna do. Why does it feel nicer? I have no real reason. Off your loading, unloading. That's right, the flip doesn't really work here, but that's okay. I'm actually gonna give, it will be really nice, so I'm pressing T, and it flips everything, which means it's still the same thing. It just has a longer, this way it has a longer entrance, otherwise it has a longer exit. This way I want it, I guess. Give me this. We can turn that into asphalt road later on. And then you, actually, if I can get you to just F4, turn the snapping off. If I can get you to just get into the same junction, then I don't have to worry about traffic there too much, and I think that'll be nicer. This looks good. Get building. And then give me a distribution office that's worthy of this. I don't know how much we're gonna do. So we're just gonna use one of the big boys. Somehow that is not lining up as good as I wanted it to. But at least it gets to the same node, so we'll allow that. That's our fuel distribution office, and we should be good to go. F9, get our roads assigned, get that road assigned, get these roads assigned, get these buildings assigned. And only thing I have left is a little bit of pipe. I highly doubt I'm going to have the ability to make a pretty piping going through there, so we're just going to go underground right away. Oh, looks so much nicer. Wow. No. I don't want you to go crazy. So I want you 1, 2 underground, and then go around here, F3 to make sure. Ugh. We don't have to look at it. It's fine. F3, assign it. Cool. We don't see it. That's all I want. We could put some greenery in here, but we do not require that at the moment. Is this one assigned? That is assigned. This one is not assigned. All right, construction office, let's get you. Look, happiness is up to 65% already, so I think I did something right. What is sad is that it's a lot of the times that the problem that I solved is the problem that's causing the happiness drop, and that causes all the other problems. What's sad is just adding more food sources solves that a lot of the time. Why is that sad? Because it means that you, as long as you always put a food resource in walking distance, you shouldn't have many problems. So overbuilding your shopping centers, your food centers, takes care of everything that you need. That's a little sad. That's all. Nothing else, nothing more, nothing less. What do we have going on here? You are raw bauxite. You are raw bauxite half full. Okay. You are bauxite and not full. Now that's a little weird because, ooh, I found it. I found the problem. You go home. Yep, this is the problem because these trains, well, there are 4 trains parked there. 4 trains is 1 ship. All the ships are just backing up here because the trains couldn't work, because we're still doing active construction, because I don't have a tunnel borer for this thing. Not sure I'm going to buy... Well, should I buy one? What phase are we on? No, we are in a tunneling phase, but only 4 more days. So that's not going to do a lot. I guess there's another piece that still needs tunneling for 2,000 days. Let's see, can I buy 1 tunnel borer, or do I just not have the money for it? Reminds me, this guy has 1 more trip to make. Nope. I think you're done with your trips. So let's actually get these assigned. Get these wagons. I'll leave you alone. Get you. I would like you to go pick up people from here. Load and unload, don't really care. And bring them down here. You can actually bring them down here directly. No, may as well turn the fire station on. I don't think that's a bad thing. Get you there, make you happy, get you here, tell you to go. Tell you to go. Tell you to go. Tell you to go. Okay. And this is just going to be a general get as many people as you can out here so we can actually make some progress. That will be great. I will take out a loan in just a second to get the first thing, the first blueprint moving. Now, how's it going over here? There's part of me that's considering building a bypass for something here, but that would also bypass the fuel station, which is not good. So the bypass would have to be after this signal, after this power line probably, then cross over here, ideally connect somewhere behind the distribution offices again. Because we do have a good chunk of trains just going out that direction to bring stuff to the harbor. Don't think it's a terrible idea. Someone actually mentioned that before. I'm pretty tempted. Let's see how terrible it actually looks. Regular track. Okay, let's do this. Regular track. Come out. Come out. What are you doing? Oh, F4. I would like you to be right next to that. Okay, that is as high as we can go. That's fine. Now let's take this back just a little bit. Cool. I would like to just be a little further away from the rails so that the bridge that we're going to build now is not as hideous. 1, 2, 3. 3 generally feels 1, 2, 3. Feels like a good number. Let's see. I can't tell if the semaphores are the problem or if there's some other infrastructure in the way. It may be just the semaphores. If that's the problem, let's move them back just a tick. Get you here and chain signal just right next to you. That looks good. Take that one out and take that one out. I hope I didn't break too much doing that, but now, yeah. I very much felt like 4 should be more than sufficient. Now we can make this into a nicer bridge, like something like this. That feels good. We just have to get all the way across there. How do you feel about this? Not terrible so far. Now we have to get back down. That I don't think we can actually make happen. I don't see this, even if I do F4, I don't see this. Gosh, it's also trying to connect really weird to that other thing. I don't really see this doing what I wanted to do. F4 again for snapping on. Give me a little bit here. 1, 2, 3. And you have to connect here. Yeah, there's a building right there. We're not going to get around that. So let's cancel this behavior. Could we go around the other side? Could we go in front of all this? Even skip this junction and then join back on here. Yes, we could. No, we won't. That is just dirty and wrong. We're not going to do that. What are you? You are... What's this? Yeah, there's our first passengers coming in. 409 passengers. And a lot of passengers sitting here. So how about we just turn this on and make that the final finale of our thing. Turn it really high. 4.3%, that's great. Let's see. I would like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I also want to combine some of the loans. Then take out the thing that I actually want. I need 2 of those built ASAP. Then turn this on. Do you get built? And now we can start time again. And we're just going to return a little bit of money. As much as we can. Cool. This is just consolidating money because you end up paying a little less. Okay. And I guess I have 100,000 more. Is that worth? Only having 100K in the bank does not feel like a smart idea. So we're going to leave it at this. Only have to pay 5,000 every day. That's not bad. 164,000 every month. Not bad at all. Not even a little bit, especially considering this is what we're making. So a whole profit margin. It could be worse. It could be a lot worse. Trust me. How are you doing? Yep, you're building that 6,000 days. We're on our way. I don't have any vehicles here yet, so let's fix that. Give me 1 of these and 2 of these. 2 of these. Why? Honestly, because the coal buildings tend to burn a little hotter. At least I've seen that once before. I don't think that's the norm, but I don't want to risk that. Road connection. Yes, you. Should I? You. That was just an awkward connection. Cool. Don't know why I didn't do that before, but there you go. So yeah, with those big cranes, we will be able to actually start constructing all this. I will fill up this eventually. Right now, it's not my main priority because it's not going to happen for a while. Let's see. You have no people allowed because that. I currently don't have anyone driving out to that storage. That is a little sad, but I have this. It's blocked right now because this is always full, but it's only blocked because it's always full. So if I give myself a... Why is there a cistern? Oh, that's fuel. If I give myself a bunch of dumpers, and then I use them to actually start filling up the gravel all the way up there, maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it isn't. It'll just add a lot of construction, a lot of traffic to whatever's going on. 66%, very nice. How are we doing here? Some people with sport problems. I said that what I just did was the finale of today. That's fine. We'll just follow another couple people and see how their life is going. Earlier was 67% productivity. We're already at 74%. That is totally worth it. Right here, right now. How are we doing here? Police station's not. This one did not help. Yep, no, you're overloaded too. Okay, we're gonna leave that. I don't have enough. Ooh, right here's a good police station spot. I lost it earlier and now I got it back because that food place that was there was useless. T, rotate you and get to work. I like it. Get that footpath. Get rid of you. Cool. Now they're doing stuff. And once we have this one done, I'm pretty sure that we can take care of all the criminals that we have running around, because our problem is we don't get them to prison. We don't even get them to the courthouse. That is our problem. We have enough people here that are working, but our police stations are just completely overrun. So we have to fix that before we can fix anything else. Criminality in the city. There's not even. Oh, there it is. Crime. Reported crimes. A lot. Cool. I need percentages. I need it to be part of the other grid lines that we see. Otherwise, it really doesn't tell me much. So here we are. Hello, people. You are still in free time. Where are you running around? Where are you going? You are going to sport, I think. No. Oh, you're trying to go somewhere else entirely. That is brave. Actually, you should only wait for about an hour. Wow. Look at the difference. The free time timer is spinning like 4 times as fast as the waiting on platform timer. I don't like that. In this case, I'd much rather have this person go directly to the thing that I wanted to go to. Are you going to try to go somewhere? Listening to radio, yeah. Cool. So yeah, that person didn't get praying. The doctor is fine. This is good. Sport. You should be able to get sport done. A little full, but yeah, you should be able to get everything done that you want. That's exactly what I want to see. So over time, we should now see that everyone gets their demands fulfilled, and life should be pretty good. Yeah, schoolyards are still overflowing, but we don't have a lot of uneducated people anymore, so I'm not terribly worried about that. We don't need any more university educated. I'm dragging this out, aren't I? Yes, I am. Yes, I am, because this is great. Number 2, get all of these built. Yeah. Is this necessary to get built right now? No, absolutely not. But we're doing it anyways. How are we doing over here? Rail. Yeah, this thing is going to take a little while, isn't it? Oh well. It'll be fine. Anything else I need to talk about? I don't think so. I think this... Well, it's already halfway done. That's nice. This was the only thing we had. We still have 21% unemployment, but that is just whatever it is, and we'll figure that out too. This one is probably almost done. Yeah, we're good. Cool. That's what I have for now, for real. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. I hope you liked a little bit of what I did today. Wow, 1 hour, 12 minutes. Yeah, I was babbling on forever. And I will see you again next time. If you like this kind of stuff, like and subscribe. The big city is back on the menu next time around. I know we don't have as much money as I would like, but we still have at least full things here. Once everything is asphalt road and upgraded, there's nothing that should stop me from getting a couple more things done. Let's actually see how much is on your plate right now. See, there's more than enough on their plates, so let's just get that list, get a little shorter, and then I will just carve out some parts of the city and we start building them again. Yes, a few things burned down, but that's secondary, I think. We don't have to worry about that too much for the time being. Wonderful. This is all working great. That's what I have to say, and I'm sticking to it. I hope you like the new format, the 1440 resolution and such. Hope that's fine. I'll try it out for a little bit. If it works, great. If it doesn't work, great. If a frame rate suffers from that too much, right now we're at 50, so it's not terrible. We'll just have to figure something out. But for right now, that's what we're gonna do. So thank you so much for watching. Let's find something to watch. Yeah. That's what we have for now. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again next time. Bye bye.